Hello guys, welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech. And in today's video, I'm excited to be taking you through one very application that is doing magic and wonders, because in this single application, you can do all your edits that your gallery can do and more, meaning you don't need a secondary application to do any form of editing. And the name of the application is Gallery Assistant. So without wasting much time, don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. Let's go into the video. So here is the Gallery Assistant. To find it, you're just going to go into your Galaxy Store and then type it there, Gallery Assistant, and you're going to find it there. Then you're going to go inside, and this is how it looks like. All right, when you're here, let's look at the overview of what we are seeing here. In this single application, you can reduce the size of an image or video, rotate or flip an image or video, clip images, that means cut out the image from the surrounding, and add watermarks and compare images to see which one you prefer most, or whether changes that were effected above have impacted the photo the way you want it. You can save the image. Finally, you can print the image. And then inside here also you have Samsung's very own Enhance X. So without wasting much time, we're going to dive into the video. Let's take note of a few things that are important. Before we do anything here, we always have this plus button here where we tap on it and add the image or video that we want to deal with. There's a counter here for how many images we are dealing with and how many videos we are dealing with. Then on this top right corner, if you want to reorder items the way you want it, all right, that the permissions here, we have permissions that you're going to need for photos and videos, and notifications if ever you're going to need them. All right, so here is the application. Now let's look at the first one. To reduce the size of an image, for example, you have an image which feels quite big and you cannot upload it into a particular space because it's bigger. This is where you come in, tap on reduce size and select the image we're talking about. Now here is an image of my friend, and I'm going to be doing the same also for this video. Then I'm going to tap on this, and then we have an image and a video. For the image, you're going to see here that the size here is 0.28 megabyte, and we can reduce or increase it to the level that we want. So here we can bring it to 0.14 megabyte, right? Then if we come to the video, we can also do same to it, bring it to the level that we want. And look here, we can see the codec in which it's saved on the phone is HEVC. If you want to change that, you can always change that also if you want. But once this is done, you can save that very image to be like that, or you're going to save a copy of it. In this example, we're just going to save a copy of it and give it a couple of seconds, and we're there. So you can view it. This is the final image that was worked on. Now we're going to use the comparison to look at both images later in the video. So here also we have the video that is looking like this now. All right. So these are the reduced size, and if we come into the gallery, we're going to find it right here. This is the reduced one, and this is the original one. That's the original one, that's the reduced one. All right. And then also when we're in here, we can see the original version and the edited version. All right. So moving on, back here, we're going to look at rotate and flip, which is also within what this very application can do. So you can tap on this, and if there's an image you want to rotate or flip, in this example we're going to be selecting this to rotate or flip, and we're going to use the same video. Then we can select that, and do you want to straighten it because it's not straightened? Sometimes it might not be tilted right, something might be off in the image, but you can rotate the image in the direction you want, or you can flip the image to the other side, which, trust me, your normal gallery would probably not be able to do this, so you need an extra application, but this can do it all for you. So here we have it. You can flip it or you can flip it back. If there's a need to straighten, you can tap on that and it's going to try to straighten it. So it's telling you that no image, zero image was straightened. So next we have the image clip, which allows you to cut an image from the background in which it is. So if it's a person, you want to clip the person out of the shot, you can do that. And the fun part about this is you can do it for multiple images at the same time, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking at here. So here I'm going to come here and add a couple of images. That's going to be this, add this, and add this image. So we have 3 images here. We can select those 3 images, and once we come inside here, we have those 3. It's marking them out there, and then we can hit on copy, and then immediately we finish processing them, and we can paste it wherever we want it. For example, I'm going to paste it here. And so we have the 3 images that we clipped out of their backgrounds pasted here. All right, and I believe that here it's done a fantastic work or a fantastic job, but this application allows you to do for multiple images all at the same time without wasting much time. Now let's come here and to compare images. Just like I mentioned, we're going to select these 2 images here, and then we're going to hit on done. So here are the 2 images. One on top is the reduced size one, and this one is the normal size one. So if we take both images, we can zoom in at the same time. That's what it allows us to do. Unless you tap on this very icon there, that you can now deal with each image separately. Okay, but let's look at something here. So we're going to tap on this now and have them paired together. Then when we zoom in, we can see that to this extent they are all zoomed in equally. We can keep zooming in, and if we compare both of them, we can see that this image seems a bit washed out and blurry compared to this one, and the reason is simple. Once we reduce the size, we also reduce the quality that it can hold. But how else to see it than when we continually zoom in? We can see that as I'm zooming in, the one above stops zooming in whilst this one zooms in completely, meaning that the quality has reduced with the reduction of size. So that's also something we need to take into consideration. There we have it, the comparison too. So again, like I said, you want to zoom each one separately. You're going to tap on that icon there, and that allows you to zoom in separately. Zoom this one in separately, zoom this one in separately. All right, moving on. Next, we have the save as PDF, which just allows you to select an image like these 2 images and proceed to save them directly as a PDF that you can open with any PDF reader. Now you can preview it this way, and it's telling you how the PDF is going to look like. If you like that, you can just save it. After you've saved it or before you've saved it, you can also come into print the same images that you've selected, and you're allowed to print them directly from here. So here you can select the printer you're going to use, or if you want to save it as a PDF directly, you can select that. So if you have your printer, you can select the printer if it's online. If you don't, you can select PDF to save it, or you can go to all printers, look for the printers that are available, the one that you want, you add it to it or use it to do the printing. All right, so these are the amazing tools that are inside this very site. So let's look at the final one, which is Samsung's very own Enhance X, an amazing application that from this day I think you should try to use. So what is Enhance X? So Enhance X is Samsung's idea of complete AI use for editing. That's what I would say. So let's look at how we can use it. There are plugins that you can install. Like you can see, I've installed these. They can be used later on for editing. These are just plugins. So we can come into Home, and here we are allowed to edit photos. So how can we use this application to do our editing? So we're going to come here and select this image, for instance, here, and then we're going to hit on the photo tool. So we have this image. When zoomed in, this is how it looks like. Let's pay particular attention to this. So we have a nice looking gentleman here. It has a direct, quick editing tool using AI that is in the action of magic. So once we hit on magic, it's going to do its own thing, apply effects to it, and then come out with an image that it believes is pleasing to the normal eye. So this is the image from the previous one. Now, if you look critically at the image, a lot has changed. The color has been made way better. There was a hue or a fog over the image that has gone away. So we're going to just look at the original. You can see there, once it's left, you can see that there's this white hue over the image that is completely gone. And now the colors look very saturated. All right. If you like this, you're going to hit done. All right. It doesn't end there. Now, what you're seeing here underneath here are the things that you can do to this. So this is suggested, and that's on the AI side. So even if you want to fix the face, you can tap on that, and then it's going to do a magic that it believes that the face should receive. Once it's done, it allows you to further go on to do more. And the first one we have here is smoothness. So if you look at the face, this is made it quite smooth, like too smooth. So you can play around with it to reduce or to increase the smoothness completely. And if you don't like it, you can stop it. You can ask it to just quit it, and then it's going to leave it the way that originally it was. Now you can come into color here, and here you can deal with several things. You can go with brightness. It's automatically going to do something about it and allow you to continue from there. So you can reduce the brightness. If this is okay, 0, that means it didn't do anything. If you want excess of it, there it is. So AI is going to do what it believes would work, and then it gives you the opportunity to continue from there. Okay, So also HDR, also it's done what is done. You can reduce it, you can increase it the way you want it. It's all dependent on you, but the AI is going to choose where it believes is okay. Then we can look at colorize. This is often for images that are black and white or monochrome, that once you hit on that, it's going to colorize it for you. Then we have here, which is the fixes. If there are fixes that are issues, you can work on them here. So here we have a bit of blurriness going on there. You can hit fix blur and allow the AI to do its work. So if we look here now, if you look critically at this human, it helps it a bit. Look at the shoe here. You can see that going on. It's blurred here, and then it betters it here by kind of bringing all the whole thing together. So this shoe here looks very blurred. We'll zoom in so you can see it. So this is the previous one, and that's the enhanced one, previously and enhanced. So it has a little bit of work on each of the components of the image to help make it better. If there are shadows that you don't like, you can tap also on that, and it's going to do what it's got to do. Okay, now with this, I'm not so impressed, because you can look here, look at the shadow right here. This was previously the shadow, and then that's its idea of removing the shadow, which I'm not actually impressed with. Okay, so it's the major shadow there that is trying to remove, but then depending on the lightening situation of the image, it can actually do a fantastic job. Now also you can remove haze if there are some in your image, tapping on that. Now we can come to face, where you can work on the face. If it's a portrait or a close photo, you can hit on portrait to do that. If there's an image that looks a bit worn out or tattered or something, you can use that option also to restore the image. Then we can come to this very option, creative. If you want to create, for example, this one, a 24-hour lapse, that means it's going to look as though it's getting dark and then it gets back to morning. You can also tap on that and it's going to do it. If it's a video you want to do a single take on, same thing, motion clip, you can work on that. And if you want to rotate or crop, you can do that. If the image resolution is not that good, you could always use the upscaler too. So it says it can't upscale images larger than 4 megapixels. So this here is more than that, so it cannot. But then later, when an image is not too clear, you could always employ this to get the job done for you. All right, so here we have the enhanced X also, which is doing amazing. All right, so there we have it, the gallery assistant doing magic. If you haven't downloaded this, you can download it from where I showed you where to download, but also I'm going to be dropping a link to a Google Drive inside the description where you can go to it if you cannot find it inside the Galaxy store. All right, so thank you for watching. It's my hope that this helped you or you learned something new. If not, I'm sorry. If yes, I'm glad I was able to help. But please don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and drop in the comment section the next video you want me to do. I actually prioritize the comments that I receive, so most definitely I will be attending to your comment. And until later, peace out.